Hello, everyone. The Stampin' Chick here with another Make It Monday. All right, my friends, I am live with you here tonight, so we'll try this out and see how it goes. I don't normally go live for my Make It Monday videos, but this is going to be a lot of fun. So, this is day 12 of the 13 days of Halloween treats. On my blog, I have been posting a bunch of fantastic, fun, easy, fabulous, beautiful, exciting Halloween treats, and I hope that you've been enjoying them. They've been a lot of fun to put together, and we're on day 12, which means that we are almost done. So I hope that you've just enjoyed all of them. All right, let's get right to this one, shall we? I found these candies. They're lollipop fingers, kind of spooky looking. And I found them at the Dollar Tree, of course, for $1. And they're 4-packs, so they're a fabulous deal. And they're so much fun. Look at that. I mean, there's this hard candy, and this is some kind of a candy coating that I'm assuming by the picture you're supposed to be able to claw across something and make a red mark, which I'm sure kids will love. So much fun with things that they do these days, isn't it? Hi, Don. How are you? All right. So what you're going to need for this project is a piece of basic black cardstock. This one measures 8 inches by 2.5 inches. And you'll need a piece of acetate or window sheet that measures 6.5 inches by 4 inches. And we're going to be doing some scoring on both of these. Then I've also created these labels using the Ornate Frames dies. This one is Poppy Parade, and it's that beautiful scrolly ornate work. I love these dies. And then this one is Whisper White, and it layers perfectly on there. And then we're going to use the black and white twine from the Playful Pets twine, the Playful Pets trim combo. There we go. We're going to use some of this. You guys know, if you've been seeing these projects, I've used a lot of this twine on these projects. It is a fabulous Halloween ribbon trimming, embellishment, whatever. It's fabulous for it. I love it. So we're going to use some of that. And then I'm also going to use a few of the holiday rhinestones. And as you can maybe see here, I've colored these two with the dark Poppy Parade. So this color is, I believe, a cherry cobbler. Maybe it's supposed to be real red. But I wanted it to match the Poppy Parade of the cardstock. So I took the dark Poppy Parade Stampin' Blend and colored over it. And in person, at least, you can see a very considerable difference. I don't know that you can necessarily in the video, but trust me, it's there. Okay, let me move this stuff out of the way, and we'll get right to the scoring, shall we? Okay, grab your scoreboard, and the tool, the thingy, the stylus. Here we go. Gotta reach over myself here. All right. Those out of the way, get my measurements. Here we go. All right, on this one we're scoring it all the way around at 3/4 of an inch. So this one's going to be pretty easy. 3/4 of an inch here, 3/4, 3/4, and 3/4 again. There we go. All right, now with window sheet, acetate, whatever you call it, you really gotta be serious about your score marks, because this stuff is really thick and it's kind of hard to score. So here's what we're going to do on the short side. So you want it to be pointed like this. We're going to score at 1/2 inch. So let's give it a good press and then another one. And then 1 1/4 of an inch. 2 1/4 inch. There we go. And then 3 inches. All right. I think I've got them good enough. Okay. Let's start with the box base, shall we? Let's go ahead and burnish all of those lines. And this is just a standard box base. So this is really easy, simple to do. So whenever you see or hear me talking about a standard box, this is what I do. This is what I'm talking about. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll miter right here on each of the 4 corners. They're squares. So we're going to miter those, and those will be our tabs to assemble the box. And we're just mitering it so that the ends come in together easier and it takes out some of the bulk. It kind of gets a little thick right here at the joints if we don't do that. So just go ahead and cut some of that off. And it doesn't matter how big or how small you leave it. You just want to cut some off the corners. That's the main thing. This is not an exact science. This is more of a just point and click. All right. Now you're going to need some liquid glue. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on all 4 tabs. Just like that. Oop, and then throw my glue around. All right. And there we go. Just like so. Hope that you guys have been enjoying the 13 days of Halloween treats. I really have had a good time putting them together for you, and I had a lot of fun looking for treats at the store to make packaging for. Here we go. I feel like this reminds me of kind of like Dracula and his coffin, right? There we go. And then our little lollipop just fits right down inside of there perfectly. Okay, now the real work here. Oh, thanks, Dawn. Dawn says the projects have been awesome. That's so sweet of you. So with this one, you know, I love window sheet, but oh my goodness, scoring it is such a nightmare. But I really feel like the clear window was the way to go for this box, because we hadn't done a clear window, or the only clear box I've done actually was this one here, and it's already pre-done box. So I didn't do that. Stampin' Up! Did that, thankfully. But I really think that this looks a lot better. I mean, don't you? It wouldn't look as effective and spooky and cool if it had a black box or a red lid. But the problem with the acetate is that it's really hard to get those lines sometimes. And even though I thought I scored it really well, maybe I didn't score it as good as I could have. But what I definitely want to do is at least burnish roughly where these lines are supposed to be. And then I'll wrap it around the box and... Well, hey! Hi there! I see Cheryl and Miss Kimberly. Thank you so much! I saw somebody Oh, Cheryl says that she'll be sad to see them end. Oh, thank you so much. I really have enjoyed doing them, but this window sheet stuff, and especially later in the evening, my eyes get cross-eyed, and this probably should have been a daytime project, but I was busy voting and doing the responsible grown-up thing today, and I just didn't have time to get it done beforehand. So we're doing it tonight with my crossed eyes and all, so hopefully the completed one looks as good as the sample does. Oh, goodness, I'll tell you. But this window sheet stuff is like, I love to love it and love to hate it too. So, all right, let's see if we did a good job or if we messed it up. I think we did all right. Okay, look at that. We did pretty good. Okay. All right, so once you get all of that craziness, oh my goodness, I can't even talk now, get all that craziness and chaos done, and you get it all scored, you want to take that 1/2-inch strip, and we're going to get some tear and tape, and let's just run a strip of tear and tape right down the center of that 1/2-inch tab. And I highly recommend tear and tape whenever you use acetate, because it's just awful stuff otherwise. Oh, it's a cold and rainy day in Illinois. Miss Cheryl, I will tell you that here in East Tennessee, it generally doesn't get too bad for too long. But I am hoping beyond hope, and Miss Kimberly is practically my neighbor, so she may have a fit and come bonk me on the head. But I hope beyond all hope that this year we actually have snow that lasts more than a couple of hours, and I'm really hoping for a white Christmas. I don't know how many of my East Tennessee friends will agree with me, but I am really hoping it. All right, so now that I've got that folded over, and I'm just burnishing it down really good so that it sticks on both ends, and now it can slide through here, and it's a snug fit, so when you get it on there, you know, it fits. So there we go. All right, and I like it. You know, it reminds me of, like you said, it's like Dracula in the coffin, but it also reminds me of those rose bouquets, you know, that they would put in the little box with the clear sleeve over it. The little single stem roses and stuff. I don't know if I'm the only one remembering that stuff, but... Oh, Miss Cheryl had snow already. Oh, how sweet. Now, you know, my family, a lot of my mom's family, are from Iowa. They're Iowa farm folks. And I remember when we were up there one year for Halloween, and it was so cold and there was snow that I had to wear snow boots with my Halloween costume, and I might have been, I don't know, I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I might have been 6 or 7 years old, maybe. But I thought that was great. I don't suppose I would now, but I thought it was great then. All right, we're using the banner year to just do a quick and simple stamp of the happy haunting. And you know, I'm keeping this one simple because most of the ones that I've done so far have had a little more to do. There have been one or two that were relatively simple, but most of them have had a lot of little pretties and decorative stuff, and you know, we're wrapping it up, and I'm not skimping by any means, but I thought that this one could use a little more simplistic look to it. So I think that the box and the little finger lollipop really do good to dress this package up. So I thought that was fine all by itself. So let me just get out my Pierce mat here, and there's my label and my stamp, and there's my ink. My table is a hot mess right now. I've got stuff all over the place. I'm getting ready for my Stampin' Bingo this weekend. I've got holiday Stamp-A-Stack coming up, and I've got to get the cards finished up for that. And it's just been busy, busy, busy. The holiday Stamp-A-Stack is coming up on the 14th of November, and it's my big Christmas card class every year. We're doing 24 Christmas cards, and it's 8 different designs, 3 cards of 8 different designs. That is 24, right? Yes. And oh goodness. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And those cards are really nice cards. They're generally pretty over the top. We make a day of it, and I feed people, and it's a lot of fun. So we start at 11 o'clock, and we end somewhere around, I don't know, 4 o'clock, something like that, 2 o'clock, I can't remember. Anyway, whenever everybody's done, and we get lunch, and we have a good time, and you can bring your mailing list and put your cards in the post box right outside, and it makes it easy, and you can have all your Christmas cards done all at once. So, let's see. I'm just putting some dimensionals behind this layer just to give it a little something extra. Y'all know how much I love my Stampin' Dimensionals here. I love them. All right, let me grab one of these, and I'm going to put it right here. I have been using these holiday rhinestones like they are going out of style. I'm telling you. I love them. I'm also going to put some dimensionals on the back of this to attach it to the box, just because I didn't put a ribbon or anything else around the box itself. And I'm using our black Stampin' Dimensionals because I just feel like maybe it'll be a little more incognito, you know, under here. So I'm going to put those on here. If you haven't used or tried out these black dimensionals yet, you need to, because it's not like the white ones where you have to pick which size you want to use. The black ones come in a combo pack. You get 2 sheets of the big ones and 2 sheets of the little ones. So you get both in the same package, which I think is great. And they're perfect to use with dark projects. So not just Halloween, but anytime you're using dark cardstock, these dark dimensionals work really well because they make it kind of, like I said, incognito. It really makes it blend in a little better. It doesn't stick out so much. And I never knew how much I needed black dimensionals until they came out and I started using them. All right, last thing to do is to tie this little bow and attach it, and then we are done. Here we go. I'm loving this. What do you think, folks? Are y'all still with me? There we go. And grab a little glue dot, and I'm going to turn it into a little glue bugger, so it fits right behind that knot just perfectly. There we go. And there we are. All right. Oh, I saw something. There we go. We can never be sure of our weather for Halloween. Many cold, many warm. Oh, yeah. You know, as much as I'd like to have a little bit of snow, I do like the predictability of not typically having it. All right, friends. There we go. That is day 12. Tomorrow is the last day of the Halloween treats, the 13 days of Halloween treats. Whew, goodness. Well, shall we do a quick little recap? I'm not sure that I remember in order at this time. We'll try. Okay, here was one of them. You know what? I'm not even going to try to do days 1, 2, 3. That was day 1. This one, I believe, was day 2. This one was a lot of fun. These were also from the Dollar Tree. There's 4 in a package of these also. So this was great, and cute little tag that you could put a little something on the back if you wanted to. And of course, the little notepad holder. I found the pins at the Dollar Tree as well. And there were, I think, 12. Either 10 or 12, so it was at least 10, and I'm pretty sure it was 12 of them. So these were an incredible value, and they have yellow and green notepads that are in a 2-pack for $1, but I already had the white ones, and I went ahead and used them so that I could stamp the little owl on the inside there. And then I used the cobweb embossing folder for the front cover. That was a lot of fun, and this was super cute. And then the pins, not pins, oh my goodness, the pencils. I got these at Walmart for 98 cents. There was 10 or 12 in this package as well, and they were 98 cents. And then they had a double size package. It may have been 10 and 20, or it was 12 and 24. I'm honestly not sure. But the double size was $1.98, so both of them were really inexpensive. And this was a lot of fun to make too, and this would be great to hand out to elementary school kids. Or if you're a room mom for Halloween, this would be a great one. And then this one was a lot of fun. I'm not sure how many were in the package. There were several, maybe 6. Maybe 6 were in a package with these. And it's a little hopping spider, which I think is so much fun. I could play with it all day, but it's silly. So you push it down and then, whoo! Oh, that one did good. It popped off onto the floor. Where'd he go? He ran away from home. So that one worked really well. So here's a word to the wise. The longer you hold it, the better it stays. Okay, so anyway, he's just supposed to pop down and then pop up a little bit. So that's a little hidey box for him. And I loved this. This was just handmade DSP made from Stamping the Boo, which came from the collection of stamp sets I've been using here. All right, so here's Banner Year. That's the one that we used today. It was this one, I believe, Ghoulish Goodies. Yes, there's that. I love the font. That's so cute. Eek and Boo, both the same. So, so cute. And I ended up using, it's not a trick, just a treat, and the Dracula on this project. And I used Have a Hoot, the Pika Hoot dies to make the label here. And this one, remember, was a Case It Wednesday project. The one in the catalog was using the Have a Hoot bundle and a fall, I think the plaid paper, but I turned it into a Halloween treat for our Days of Halloween set. So there was that one. And let me move this off to the side. Move that off to the side here. Okay, then there was the lollipop holder, which is super cute, and it was a lot of fun. Of course, this is using the Have a Hoot bundle as well. And as you can see, it's just a little pocket or envelope, whatever you want to call it, for the lollipop. And this one is Mr. Stampin' Chick's favorite treat. He loves Rice Krispie treats, so this one fits perfectly in there, and then comes over the front and tucks into the ribbon, just so, mind you. Just so. There we go. And fits just like that. This one I really liked. I had a lot of fun with it, and I love this organdy ribbon. And this was the everyday label punch, I believe. Everything essential label punch, essential label punch. It's in the holiday catalog. And this one was this one's actually a specific treat for a little friend of mine. I have a little boy in mind who will love it because this is a little whistle. And I don't know, there were a handful of these in the package too. And honestly, you know, there's that little section at Walmart in the Halloween department where they have the little party favors, right? And they're in box trays. They say 98 cents or $1.98 or whatever. I think that's where I got this, and I may have gotten the little jumping spiders there too. I'm not entirely sure, but I think. But I didn't want to make it too fancy for him because he is just going to rip straight into this box, find this toy, and the box is going to be on the floor in 2 seconds flat. So I didn't waste too much time on it, but I will tell you, I love the way that the stitching pops when I've inked the edges. And the way that the stamping was done in the same black ink almost makes it look like those, what were those rub-ons? You know, not too long ago, rub-ons were a big trend in paper crafting. And this was actually double stamped using the Stamparatus, but it's so crisp and so clean that it looks just like those little rub-ons. So that was pretty cool. And I did double stamp the Dracula too because he's a super rich color. And I wanted it to be fully dark, and then I just fussy cut around him. And then these were those labels, which I always forget the name of. I always forget the name of them. I can't remember. They're in the holiday catalog. Now I'm going to have to look. I'm still learning some of these things here. The Celebration Labels dies. Yes, that's it. The Celebration Labels dies. Now, they are really nice because, as you can see, you can make it into a tag, but they're nested as well. So there are all kinds of uses for them. Okay, so there was that one. And then this one, I couldn't believe that I hadn't used this die set for you guys yet for the Halloween treats, but this one was pretty easy peasy, almost ready made for me. This is the little treat box dies, and the stamp is one of the ones that I showed you. It's from the Little Treats. Here we go. It's Happy Happy Halloween right here. And then I used the little spider die, and I cut it out of black glitter paper. And the scallop circle is also included in the die set. And then this circle is just the second smallest layering circle in the layering circles dies, and it fits absolutely perfect. So this one was a really simple and easy one to do. I stamped one thing, die cut the rest, and assembled, and it was done. And as you can see, I used the cobweb embossing folder on this too, and it makes a huge difference to have that embossing behind there. When I set it up in the first place and it was just plain black paper, well, you can see from this project the difference that it makes. Let me see if I can get up close enough. You can see the difference that the texture makes. Even though they're two totally different products or projects, you can tell that, you know, maybe I should try to do this one with some of the texture too. But it's so small, I don't think that it really is necessary. This wasn't one of the 13 days. This was one I did, I think, the day before. But this one was a lot of fun, and it was sour gumballs that I had found, I don't know where even, but I made a little treat holder for them, and this is what kicked off the 13 days of Halloween treats. So this is an extra Halloween treat. And then this one, I had initially tried to make this like a pocket, so it didn't have a thickness here. It was just like a folded pocket, and it was too thick. I didn't realize how thick the little goldfish were, so I made this one with a 1/2 inch thickness to it, so it's more like a little open-ended box rather than a pocket. But this one was a lot of fun too, and this one uses that Hallows Night Magic stamp and die bundle, which is so great. The bats are fabulous. The stamping on them, the texture and detail on the stamped images are so pretty. And then the little bats are one little die that cuts out all 3 of them, and that's great. So this one was great. This spider, I have no idea why, but always reminds me of Edgar Allan Poe. I love him. So there's that one. And then last but not least, and it wasn't the last project, but it's the last one I'm sharing. This one is the little gift package that was focused more on the tag rather than the packaging. And you'll want to make sure and go to my blog to check out the gift that's inside of it, because if I open it, well, let's just say you need to go to my blog and see what the gift is inside. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one a sneaky peek. Anyway, I'll put my blog link down in the description box below after this video is posted, but you can visit my website at thestampinchick.com, and that'll take you right there, and just browse through the 13 days of Halloween treats, and all of the measurements, details, step-by-steps are all there. And today's project will be there here in just a few minutes. So that's it. So here we go. We have 1 day left in the 13 days of Halloween treats, and I hope that you have enjoyed them all, and I hope that you're going to try some of them. And I don't know, can I get them all in the window? Yes, I can. There we go. They're so cute. I love them. I'm taking these to the fire station, and except for this one already is spoken for, and this one is already spoken for, but I'm taking these up to the fire station, and they're going to the fire kids, so I know that they're going to absolutely love them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed all of the projects. I hope you enjoyed today's project, and I hope that I will see you the next time. Until then, have a wonderful night. Bye for now.